So La Familia, the first person we're going to talk about is probably the persona más importante, and that's going to be your madre, right? La madre would be? Mom, okay? La madre is your mom. Another way to say that is mama, okay? Mama. And there's an accent over the second A. How do you know where that accent falls? It's where you are hearing inflection, okay? So I don't say ma. No, I say mama. Do you hear that? So the second one is the one that gets the accent, mama. Okay, so that's your mom. Okay, the next person that would probably be most importante would be your el padre. And I'm not saying, some of you feel like, well, your padre is more importante than your madre. That's fine, okay? El padre would be papa, same thing. Not papa, but papa, with the accent over the A. All right, el papa or el padre is your dad. And my pen needs to be replaced, so let me switch up. Okay, next would be probably your hermanos. El hermano would be a brother, and la hermana would be a sister, okay? So the way I'm going to write that is just el or la, hermano or hermana, brother or sister. El hermano or la hermana. And the thing to remember when pronouncing that is that H, it's not hermano, okay, it's hermano. So it's kind of like the H isn't even there in Spanish. So don't forget that. Next, we're gonna probably say, maybe our abuelo would be pretty close to us. An abuelo is the padre or of your madre or padre of your padre. Grandparents. So, would be it, okay? So that's going to be el or la, abuelo or abuela. So either grandma or grandpa. Okay? Abuelo y abuela. Okay, another one that's muy importante would be if you had your own children, you would have either an hijo or an hija. So what would that be? Son or daughter, okay? So el or la, hijo or hija. Son or daughter. Okay? So yo tengo un hijo y una hija. So what did I just say? Yep, I have one son and one daughter, okay? Un hijo y una hija. All right, another persona that's usually close in your familia would be if you have, okay, if your madre has an hermana, what would that be? Your aunt, okay? Tío and tía. El or la, tío or tía. Would be an uncle or an aunt. Tío and tía. Now, muchas personas tienen un tío or una tía, and see how I'm like in quotes, because it's not actually your tío or tía. It's like a close family friend. Does anybody have that in your familia? Yeah, muchas personas. Now, it's usually just like a close amigo of your madre or of your padre, right? So, yep, that's very popular. And so you're like, oh, that's my tío Greg or my tío Bob or my tía Mary, whatever. Susie, okay, whoever. Okay, so that's what that is. Next, if your tío or tía has hijos, those are going to be your primos, your cousins, okay? El or la, prima or primo. Cousins. Now, in English, we don't differentiate between a girl cousin and a boy cousin. We just call them, they're all cousins, okay? In Espanol, they say primo if it's a boy cousin or prima if it's a girl cousin. Now, what do they do if it's a mix? If you're just saying my cousins, but there's some primos and some primas, what do you do? Kira?
It's primos, más yo.
Primos, okay? Just like we did with amigos. Remember when we were talking about amigos? If it's amigas and amigos, guys and girlfriends, it's the masculine plural. All right? Okay, Teresa?
How do I know if we're talking about overall cousins or like a male cousin?
You don't. That's kind of tricky, right? So when you see mis primos son cómicos, okay? My cousins are funny. You could be talking about like my cousins that are guys and girls, or I just happen to have all male cousins. You don't know for sure until you meet them and you're like, oh, we're talking about Juan, Jose, and Carlos. They're all boys, okay? Or you're like, oh, there was a Maria involved. It's a mix, okay? Okay, next we have, this is gonna be like someone who is the hijo of your hermano, okay? Now most of your hermanos do not have hijos yet. Does anybody have an hermano with hijos? See, Erica? Okay. ¿Cuántos años tiene tu hermano?
23.
23. Okay, so she's probably gonna have her own hijos. ¿Cuántos hijos tiene tu hermano? Uno. Okay, muy bien. So who would that be? Just in English. Like her niece or nephew. Okay? El sobrino is the name for that. Or sobrina. Sobrino or sobrina. So that would be nephew or niece.
Does it not have the L or law in front of it?
It does. I just was hiding it and in the way. Sorry. El or la, sobrino or sobrina. So, Erika, ¿tú tienes un sobrino o una sobrina?
Sobrina.
Sobrina. Okay. So obviously that's a girl. It's going to be the niece. Okay. All of these have something in common except the first two, which happen to be in negro instead of azul. That actually was not intentional, but it worked out. Okay, so what is it that they have in common? What's the pattern?
It just has like a male version and like a feminine version. That one's
Yeah. Okay, all of these end in O or A, O/A, except madre and padre. Those are the different ones, okay? And you could think of like the most important people in your life, your madre and your padre. They're so important that they are set aside with an RE, okay, on the end. All right, so maybe that's how you're gonna think about it. Or maybe that was way too cheesy and you're like, not thinking about it that way. That's fine. Okay, now we're going on to the step versions. So if you have a stepmom, a stepdad, stepbrother, stepsister, all that stuff, that's the next thing we're going to do. Okay, so la madrastra is going to be stepmom. So la madrastra, it looks just like madre, but it's got astra on the end. Okay? And then stepdad, el padrastro is stepdad. El padrastro. And we're going to actually use that astra and astro on the end of these also to make them step people, okay? So hermano, you're basically just going to do the same thing, hermanastro or hermanastra, okay? So el or la, hermanastro, do that right, hermanastro, or hermanastra, okay? So you've got hermanastro or hermanastra is going to be a step brother or sister. Hermanastro or hermanastra. Okay, and then we're going to skip this one and go down to stepson or daughter. Okay, and that same thing, you're going to use hijo, all right? Hijo, and do hijastro. Okay, el or la, hijastro or hijastra. Stepson or daughter. And I think those are all our steps that we're doing. Let me make sure. We're not doing step grandma. we're gonna do great grandma instead, okay? So right next to abuelo, we're gonna say great grandma, which is bisabuelo, okay? El bisabuelo or la bisabuela, okay? Bisabuelo, bisabuela, great grandma or grandpa. El bisabuelo would be your great grandpa. La bisabuela would be your great grandma. Marcos.
What would your parents be called?
Your parents, padres. Same concept with the using the masculine with the plural. So los padres. Okay, see.
What would your like great grandpa and grandma be?
Bisabuelo. Bisabuelo. Does anyone have bisabuelos? Raise your hand if you have bisabuelos. I still have a bisabuelo.
I have a
Amazing, huh?
I have a bisabuela.
Okay, yes, it's a bisabuela, actually. Yep, muy bien. Okay, so the next one that we're going to talk about is if you have a half brother or sister, that's a little different. We already know the word for half. What is it? Medio, okay? So, over here, el medio hermano. Is that going to be half brother or half sister? Brother, okay? Half brother. But if I say la media hermana, what's that going to be?
Is it two separate words or together?
It's two separate words. Medio hermano and media hermana. So what's that going to be?
Half sister.
Half sister. Okay? And notice hermana, media, and la all have to agree. Okay? La media hermana. All right. Oh, there's one more I wanted to have you guys put on here. Okay? El nieto or la nieta. That actually, well, we'll put it right here. El or la nieto. This would be, if you are a abuelo or a bisabuelo, your nietos are your grandkids, okay? So it's going to be a grandson or granddaughter. Grandson or daughter. All right. So those are all of our familia that we're going to talk about today. We'll actually have others still, because familia has a lot of personas, right? There could be like lots of personas. So these are what we're starting off with today, so we could just call it familia una or parte uno, okay? Any preguntas on any of the ones that we're doing right now?